The NAACP convention continues today in Boston. This weekend was full of empowering experiences and some surprises. Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley joins us now live from the Convention Center in the Seaport. Thanks so much for being with us.
Oh, it's good to be with you. It's an exciting, historic convening.
This really is an exciting and historic time. Attendance numbers have been even better than expected. So what does that say to you, considering the convention hasn't been held here in Boston in 40 years?
Honestly, this has been a long time coming, and it was a collaborative effort. I have to acknowledge the leadership and the partnership of our former mayor, Martin Walsh, our current mayor, Michelle Wu, also Michael Curry, who serves on the National Board of Directors for the NAACP, and of course, our indomitable Boston branch president, Tanisha Sullivan. So this has been a long time coming, and really was a collaborative effort, including from every level of government, but also from the private sector as well. And I think the reason why the attendance is unprecedented is because we find ourselves at an unprecedented moment, an inflection point in this country, but in particular for Black America. It's also a testament to the strides that have been made in the city of Boston. You know, when I was on the Boston City Council, I would often be asked to come and pitch to Black conventions and conventioneers who were weary about coming to Boston because they did not see it as a welcoming place. And of course, that racist reputation was one that was rooted in very real realities. And so the fact that we're here today with unprecedented attendance at a time of historic and unprecedented diverse representation, Black representation at every level of government is certainly extraordinary.
Well, the convention being held there in the Seaport, it's a predominantly white neighborhood. So how important has it been to get the attendees out into the more diverse communities of Boston all throughout this week?
Well, first, I do want to just acknowledge that we're excited that, as a testament to the progress that has been made, that we have a slew of new Black-owned restaurants and eateries throughout the city of Boston, including in the Seaport. And so some of them have played host to our delegates from around the country for the NAACP convention, Grace by Nia, Zaz restaurant, and many more. But one of the things that I really love about the convention this time around is that there was a walk of the neighborhoods. They brought delegates into Roxbury, Mattapan, and Dorchester. And so in doing so, not only do they get to better understand our history and the unique role that Boston has played as the first chartered branch of the NAACP, not only do they get to see physically manifest in our neighborhoods the progress that has been made, but they also are contributing to our local economy. One of the things that I loved is that the chairman of the Congressional Black Caucus, Steve Horsford, who I hosted a town hall with on Friday at Roxbury Community College, after he spoke at the NAACP convention, he and his entire team went and had a meal at the Pearl restaurant in Dorchester, another one of our incredible Black-owned eateries. And so I believe the estimations by Shagun Udawu from Economic Development in the city of Boston is that we'll see a boon of some $10 to $12 million. So the benefits of the convention being here are residual, but the greatest takeaways, I believe, will be what we advance when it comes to the legislation that can come out of this. Today, the delegates will be voting on resolutions. Many of those resolutions align with the work that I've been doing on the federal level. I believe that the answer for all inequities and racial injustice is policy. Because indeed the oppression and marginalization of Black Americans has been legislated. And so to undo centuries of harm, we have to legislate that in order to legislate equity, healing, and justice. And again, this is a critical inflection point for our country, but in particular with Black America. You see a Supreme Court that has denied the implementation of student debt cancellation. Black borrowers disproportionately carry the burden of this nearly $2 trillion student debt crisis. You have a Supreme Court that has overturned Roe, and so that forced birth is resulted in an increase in the Black maternal morbidity crisis. You see a Supreme Court that has overturned affirmative action in higher education. Again, so these are challenging times. There are efforts afoot to erase our history. And so it is important that we come together in our Black brilliance, in our Black power, but also in our joy. It feels a bit like a family reunion, and that's necessary too, because joy is resistance as well.
Like a family reunion, but so many important issues being discussed. Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley, thank you so much for being with us. We know you have a busy day ahead.
Happy to be here. Thank you so much.